Did I spend way too much money on my everyday carry?
Nice.
I guess it just depends who you're asking. For me, I wanted to build my first gun, and I wanted it to be the gun that I carry with me every day. People are going to probably fall into two camps. There's going to be a camp that says buy the gun, leave it stock, use it, it's a tool, that's it. For me, I like to build cool things and tinker around with stuff, so this was my first build. And since it was going to be the gun I carry every day, I wanted it to be something that was fun to shoot instead of just being the gun that sits in your fanny pack for me or in your holster and you just pull it in and out and you shoot your other fun guns. I wanted this to be a gun that I like shooting because it's the one that, if something happened, I have to use. So, with that said, did I spend too much? Maybe. Most of you guys are probably familiar with a lot of the parts and pieces that you see here. Ramjet barrel, a Norso slide, Icarus frame, string light, flashlight, and then the Sig sight. All that stuff adds up to be a decent amount. I wanted to build a gun from the ground up, purchase the FCU, and build every part and piece on it from there. And that's what I did. By just buying the FCU only, I did save some money. Instead of just buying a P365 stock and then adding all my parts, I saved the money of not having to pay for a frame and a slide that I was probably just going to set in a drawer. So, with that said, what's the breakdown? For the FCU, I bought this actually at Bass Pro. I was in there looking at guns and they had one on display and I was asking about building a gun and I was able to walk out of the store with it right there. The other item that I surprisingly found at Bass Pro was the Icarus frame. I've been looking at them online when I was thinking about building this gun, and since they had it in store, I just picked it up when I bought the FCU. I really love this frame. I love how aggressive the stippling is. It makes it really nice for gripping really well. It has the levers on the front that go fast levers to where you can kind of get your thumb out there and hold some downward pressure on it. Overall I really love this frame. I wish they had more similar styles like this for other models. I know they have some, but they're not the same. The next item on the list was the Radian Ramjet barrel and compensator. I really love this barrel and compensator. I think it makes a massive difference in recoil management. It's really easy to take apart if you want to take your slide further apart. With traditional compensators on a threaded barrel, you can't really take them off without having to do a lot more work and adding more thread goo and all kinds of things. So I really enjoy it. I think it helps a lot and again, reducing that recoil. I also picked up a Streamlight TRL7. It's kind of compact, and at least as compact as I could find. It does have some issues with sticking out past the barrel of the gun, and it does get a lot of carbon on it and kind of covers up the entire lens. But overall, very pleased with it, in those situations where you actually do have to fire with the light. I think it'll be just fine. With that said, it does clean up pretty easily. I opted for the DPM spring kit. I really like this spring kit. It comes with 2 springs, really helps with getting the slide back into battery. For the slide, I went with a Norso slide. I really like the way it looks. Again, it doesn't really do anything for the function of the gun other than just make it look cool. I liked all the serrations. Obviously that would help with reloads and things like that, and moving the slide, but other than that, it just looked cool. Again, it's not something that's required, but something that I thought really set off the build. Last thing I picked up was the Sig Sauer Romeo X compact sight. It just fit the slide really well, and I think helps with concealment. So here are all the parts and costs that I ended up putting into this build. It ended up totaling close to $26.50, and obviously there'd be tax and things like that on top of that. But for me, I think it was worth it. I really enjoy it. I carry it every day, and I shoot it a lot more just because I like the way it shoots and the way it feels, and again, it just looks cool. You have to let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree if I spent too much, and make sure you like and subscribe. For small creators that are just getting started, it really helps a lot.
I just wanted to say